MP for West Harare and Chair of the Bills and Legislation Committee. Of the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For me also making some further observation and also contribute briefly to the debate on the motion on the Constitution Amendment Constituent Assembly sitting number 5 of 2024, Mr. Speaker. Let me also thank Honorable Prime Minister for the motion. So, as the chair of the Bills and Legislation Committee, I owe gratitude to those that they have facilitated the committee to carry out its responsibility, Mr. Speaker, in the inquiry into the bill as a mandate for my committee, Mr. Speaker. I therefore thank my hardworking committee members of the Bills and Legislation Committee. Let me also thank the Secretariat of the Parliament that they continue to provide services to the committee, Mr. Speaker, and the key stakeholders that they were present in person to make presentations to the committee as well as written submissions as requested by my committee, Mr. Speaker. I would like to sincerely thank all of them for availing themselves and contributing to this very important responsibility of the Parliament through the Bills and Legislation Committee, Mr. Speaker. I subscribe to the intervention by the Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Speaker, and I wish to take the opportunity to reiterate what my committee has put in its report, Mr. Speaker. So the Constitution Amendment Constituent Assembly sitting number 5 of 2024, so Hemi before Imtola and the report by the Bills and Legislation Committee is before all of us in the chamber, Mr. Speaker. Allow me to resist some concerns and disappointment as chair of the Bills and Legislation Committee. I did some time ago, Mr. Speaker. First, Hemi good for the bill or sem, Hemi come timely, the committee. Imtol not just posum kam no more, and Imtol expecting Bills and Legislation Committee for the til waitim, bill or sem time Imtol needing. This one for Imtol take note of him. My experience as the chairman of the Bills and Legislation Committee, him all the way or sem no more, him no good. That is a bad leadership, Mr. Speaker, and I would like to resist at that point so that it is taken note of for the future, Mr. Speaker. This is a valuable country that Imtol kind of opportunity for look after. So, second disappointment, Blominoma, Mr. Speaker, Parliament, Miss I ask him for him helping me for carrying out now function and responsibility, Blomi, as the Chair of Bills and Legislation Committee. In regards to inquiry, Mr. Speaker, no any selling, no any resources of Parliament, Mr. Speaker. I'm very disappointing. Time you chairman, you like for work, but okay, something you encounter, Mr. Speaker. Me like for the system, Mr. Speaker, make him into a technical hand. These are institutions that they must sufficiently provided for and look after, Mr. Speaker. And so, me request him, the Office of the Prime Minister, please help him. Make him interpret him no more. The key stakeholders, the provincial premiers come. Make him full story, make him move forward. But the response, very disappointing. He come from the Prime Minister's Office, Law Secretariat, Lomi and Committee now, okay, say, Parliament now for to him that one for, take him over to come. If I have the budget, Mr. Speaker, I would not be wasting my time writing and making requests like someone that doesn't know what to do, Mr. Speaker. I just don't have the funds. And so, only thing where me sabe to no more, for me, askarage come. But when that response am also, I'm discouraging and disappointed. So, me like for the system, that one, no more internal response also. So, if you know, so do you no more. And then Imtol must be aware of those important responsibilities. So that points me to encourage. Coming here, budget Imtol passing, you budget for bill blow you. Make him require him committee blow me for carrying out inquiry, then by you supporting me. If there is insufficient fund in the Parliament budget, Mr. Speaker, that I would like to resist, Mr. Speaker. So, the bill, as alluded to by the leader of the opposition, Mr. Speaker, Hemi come with him that to follow primary amendments. So, for deadline for Hemi move follow December 31st, 2026, Mr. Speaker, and second for increasing normal Constituent Assembly from 80 members to 100. So, during the inquiry, the committee noted several important tasks remained incomplete. So, okay, there Hemi sought Cummins, where Hemi raised some serious doubt law committee that the law government's ability for Bahemi ensure well-informed and effective deliberative process hem in place, Mr. Speaker. So, okay, the areas of concern hem now first incomplete consultation. Consultation, the host of this bill hem come, hem talem nifola, confirm him, no more hem no finish. 12 months hem not enough. So when the bill in 2023 was passed and become an act, we were convinced that the Constituent Assembly by him sit down before 31st, 2024, Mr. Speaker. That is not the case, and so Imtola never think serious more about this whole process. So, second, absence of an analysis of the cost and financing of the proposed federal system. Sir, this one, one for an important area for Imtal Kawamya. Cost him now. Imtal give for last, stakaselen Imtal lose him lahem, then by Hemiko, if Hemiko go hem cost him too high, then Hemi no go through, Mr. Speaker. What a waste of time, waste of resources, Mr. Speaker. So Imtal cost him and give him for people savvy. That this one no, him good for Imtola, him no good. Imtal must prepare for this one, Mr. Speaker. So that is said to be done. No start yet, yeah, as my committee was informed during the inquiry, Mr. Speaker. And to me, that is very, very discouraging and disappointed. It is an important legislation, Mr. Speaker, the Constituent Assembly for changing Imtal new system, federal system, Mr. Speaker. People Imtal must have it. They need to know the cost of it. If Bahemi, all right, for Imtal move on or no more, sir. That is yet to be completed, sir. Third, procedural matters for the Constituent Assembly. Assembly, make him time Imtal read him no more. Waka Hemi done, finish. Resources hem lo there, hem read him, Constituent Assembly, okat sabe finish what na for doing, okat come sit down, okat make him decision, Mr. Speaker. At the moment, we have not yet taken them to that level, Mr. Speaker, and that is the finding of the Bills and Legislation Committee. Imtal prepare him okata. So Imtal lo here even the question Chairman himself ask him, Imtal read him now draft ya? How many lo Imtal read him finish? And then you think about our premiers, provincial executive. Okay, even people blame Imtal. Okay, read him now. No more yet, yeah. So even Imtal, by Imtal, need him workshop, but read him first time, Mr. Speaker. So that is also an information that came to my committee, Mr. Speaker. Then the the composition of the assembly, Hemi nuclear imtola still increasing, Hemi decreased originally, law 2023 from 150 down to 80. Now imtola like for increasing call from 80 to 100, Mr. Speaker. So that number imtola need for clear lo hem, sir. Imtola need for imtola clear hem. Fifth, sir, the ambiguity regarding the chairmanship role of the Speaker and Deputy Speaker, Mr. Speaker. Sir, area hem lo yuna you chairman, no really defined clearly in the act, even the bill, Mr. Speaker. You by your vote, no more. If Hemi come to a stage where a casting ballot is required, do you have that, Mr. Speaker? So that one, me fala committee question him, Hemi no clear, and Hemi work Hemi need to be done so that Hemi clear. Lo people blame the role of the chairman of the Constituent Assembly, Mr. Speaker. And sixth, the process of appointing members. A proposal may come in, Mr. Speaker, of various types of how by go about it now. Appointment look at the members of the Constituent Assembly, Mr. Speaker. And so, waiting look at the findings here, Mr. Speaker, the committee may feel that, yeah, Imtal already. This is important. Imtal must make him Imtal ready. No one against him this one, Mr. Speaker. I, as a chair, I see that this is an important bill. This is an important constitution, the federal system. Make him Imtal save, Mr. Speaker. The recommendations by the committee, Mr. Speaker, recommendation one, me need for me really reiterate him, Mr. Speaker, because by him stablo report, some follow him tell by read him, some follow norma, but I think it is my responsibility to ensure that him understand the recommendation. Lo findings lo committee. So lo committee, yeah, have engaged stakeholders, key stakeholders, also engaged in that process to really think and assess him where we've gone, Mr. Speaker. And so the recommendations is, to me, they are proper. The first recommendation, the government conducts thorough consultations with a wide range of stakeholders, including provincial assemblies, civil society groups, councils of women, and the general public. This process should include educating the public about the advantages and disadvantages of a federal system to ensure transparency, build trust, and promote informed participation in the constitutional amendment process. Mr. Speaker, this one is important. People because we are talking about changing from one system to the other, Mr. Speaker, and everyone should have. Let's give them the ample opportunity for digest him, because this one Mr. Speaker, and the wider consultation, wider participation, I think it is crucial. We are in a process for him to drop in one system of governance and him to take a new one. This one him new a federal system, him to no media, Mr. Speaker. Him to no by every province him to become state, me no sabe. By him could for him to no more. That one now process for him uncover for him to Mr. Speaker. And most so our leaders were representing 80% of our people in the constituency, Mr. Speaker. So that is important for him to provide for. So one of the key stakeholders, Hemitale Mosen, every decision you may make him so far come Kasim today, and even for this important bill and the act where him make him come here, you may lohoniara no me make him, Mr. Speaker, me let it stop me tintin round me say iturutuman. Mi fala no more me make him look then mi fala just pusum go down no more the province. provincial executive, provincial people, imtal pusum down, they should participate, and this is the call. Allow them to participate so that we can understand them. And so there is a need now where the host ministry has come before committee, more consultation, because the law province, just come, provincial assembly, requesting, me for like for understanding more. Me for like for looking, what now? This will report here, draft report here, Mr. Speaker. It's a process. And so we need to know that, Mr. Speaker. Second recommendation, the government conducts a detailed analysis of the cost and financing of the proposed federal system, comparing it with the current unilateral system. This analysis should determine the financial feasibility and implications of the proposed changes, ensuring informed decision making. So, Oslohem no moyetia, but me seleva me came on costing blomi, costing analysis, 9 for the province, then make 10 Honor City Council, Mr. Speaker, 10 for now. By hemi cheaper than the unilateral into Karen, or by hemi expensive. Okay, something now, me people around with him as chair of the bill, Mr. Speaker, when the cost analysis has not yet come to the Bills and Legislation Committee, meeting around him, we say, what now? By assessment, hemi come up with him. By hemi good, hemi costly, by me for afford him. Time we go into state or the small provinces here with the sort of little resources. How now by what looking cost block at a lot this one. So this is important, and the Bills and Legislation Committee and say give him time law at the money, walk him out so that him come out clear, so that Constituent Assembly him sit down, Mr. Speaker, then sabe now what na hemi cost, Mr. Speaker. Third, the government prioritizes completing the necessary preparatory work before pursuing further constitutional amendments. The approach would help prevent the perception of inconsistency and disregard for the Constitution, ensuring that it remains a stable and enduring document rather than being frequently revised for administrative conveniences. So, Imtolakam make him pass him now bill into act, then Imtol no fully implement it, because Constituent Assembly no sit down it, then Imtola kasim deadline, Imtol request him this amendment for hemi pursue for 2026, Mr. Speaker. Hemi good, but by Imtola was we suppose no any resources more, work hemi no finish, by Imtol pursue kodo 2027 more, 2028. It's a process, I understand, but let's do things honorably, Mr. Speaker, and Imtol to him with him care and caution, Mr. Speaker. Fourth, the chairmanship role of the Speaker be clarified, particularly regarding whether he has speaking and voting rights, and when there is tie in votes, whether he has a casting vote to ensure smooth functioning during the Assembly's deliberations. So this one is also important. Inside Law Act, 80 members, Law Constituent Assembly, and Chairman, ME 81. But rights for him vote as him now, him Chairman. Important, wakana him. But if him no karem no kata rights here, Mr. Speaker, committee blomi him think that him should karem because him now Chairman. Even to a stage where a casting ballot him vote him needed, Chairman na him should karem. So that is not yet clear in the act, and also Hemino accommodated in the bill, Mr. Speaker. Fifth, the deadline in clause 3 of the bills be removed. A constitution should not impose a deadline on any matter. It is, of course, important that urgency is given to the convening of the Assembly. However, a deadline could be imposed through administrative tools rather than in the Constitution. The responsibility for determining deadlines should rest with the Prime Minister as responsible minister. Once all necessary preparations are completed, this would allow the constitutional process to remain adaptable and responsible to the unforeseen delays, ensuring a more resilient and effective reform, Mr. Speaker. Committee feel that now right. Put him waiting Prime Minister. Him don't put him deadline, but him don't amend him constitution. Every time him don't force administratively to meet deadlines, Mr. Speaker. No ma. Him don't leave him open. Him don't do him awesome law constitution him don't and leave him Prime Minister. Him open so that okay work. Resources there and time him ready. Him don't kick him off, Mr. Speaker. That is the position of the Bills and Legislation Committee, and it's covered in its recommendation, Mr. Speaker. Six, Mr. Speaker, the original proposal by the Constitutional Congress and eminent persons of 150 Assembly members be reinstated to ensure greater inclusivity and broader representation. It emphasizes that resources constraint should not outweigh the need for a comprehensive and representative approach to the constitutional reform. The provincial delegations represent a majority of the Constituent Assembly, among whom would be elected as well as appointed representatives, including youth, women, and minority groups. So, committee hemi film imtol ko mi fala recommend him ko baik lo 150 make hem kawam kut and hem kawam mo katalo province and hem kawam every people bring me. Lo discussing Mr. Speaker, this fala 150 year imtol living for okata woman now and okata youth bring tal. Yeah, at the moment 100 years suppose you look lahem three member normal law at the women inside law parliament that 50 already number him small too much, Mr. Speaker. This is not so much gender equality, Mr. Speaker, but it is a social responsibility to ensure that the participation of our country, a democratic country, can be well represented. Of the women, of the youth and men, Mr. Speaker. And so the committee recommends him to put him go back 150 and that 150 for amendments, accommodate him, leave him for the women, leave him for the youth, Mr. Speaker. The seventh recommendation, by reinstating the 150 members, the additional 50 members of the Constituent Assembly should be women. That one, hemna mi toklo hem finish. So, now, tintin where hemi come and me bara appreciate him the committee, the key stakeholders, hemi come and hemi say, even emi sutru luklo empowerment ko tahun lo people blimtol and province. Through the province, imtol empowering so that okata participate. So even the decentralization lo samfala function imtola putimko. Especially lo okata natural resources imtola forestry kimko province hemi decide. Hemi decide him what time happen lo okata. Living okata lo man lo malaita inside the forestry okata consider license for malaita for local malaita. Hemitan lohoniara, That is something that I'm resisted with my committee. Mining, living okataman, lo mining him happen lo that province okata to him. Him to put him go down the province so that the people of that province, they decide for themselves. The concern that was resisted with my committee, Mr. Speaker, and that you mean no more lohoniara now through our ministry, you mean make him decision, and then you bulldoze him go down lokata. No more. It's the resources. We have a tenua, a country where we customary respect, Mr. Speaker. So we say, oh, true, yeah. Something we should move towards, and I think it's timely, Mr. Speaker, for him to lulu claim. Him to start government lulu forestry, put him go local provinces, blame tala. Mining, put him go, make him make fishery, put him go, Mr. Speaker, and then him to start him to solve process, empower him okata, decentralize, so that okata start make him their own decision. Meantime, this stakeholder have system, me say, wow, true naman. Me fala think say me fala own him whole Solomon Island. Me fala make him decision lo here for okata locking companies operation in customary land areas throughout the whole country. Even mining now, Mr. Speaker, fishery. I think it's high time for us to recognize that, yeah, I think him to put him go down local people blame them. Whom? Him to represent him okata here, Mr. Speaker. Me bara appreciate him that sentiment resisted, Mr. Speaker, and that's the way me sharing waiting for waiting that power. Make him start for noting, Mr. Speaker. So these are, Mr. Speaker, the issues where hemi come lo committee blow me fala lulu hem, and even me fala totok waiting the host the Prime Minister's office, Mr. Speaker, me fala looking no more imtal no ready good. And the trend where imtal go selen by imtal go reservation hemi come in more unless hemi ring fence, there has not been any commitment for imtal 21 committee blow me hemi feel that no more. Imtal already, and so when imtal pusum tumas imtal waril hem. Let's say what is the truth and fact what how people blame imtal no lie lokata. Imtal make sure that imtal tell mokata the right things, the experiences imtal karem, and imtal the findings imtal karem sharing waiting mokat now, and so why the consultation hem important sharing and the cost benefit analysis of the system, Mr. Speaker, federal system. I think is crucially important, make him hemi paving way for Imtala and more so the Constituent Assembly, Mr. Speaker. Waiting more at something, Mr. Speaker, my Bills and Legislation Committee, hemi recommends, as alluded to by the leader of the opposition, Imtala government withdraw first time, make him Imtala work with him, and then Imtala by take him up. Time Imtala ready good, Mr. Speaker. Waiting more at remarks here, Mr. Speaker, I will see myself.
Thank you, Honorable Chair BLC.